I think we'd all consider every head football coach in the SEC to be well paid. Then there's the extremely well paid. Nick Saban, for example, $7 million per season. That's not just the highest in the SEC, that's the best in college football. But he's earned it. He's got 3 national championships. Okay, and he's working on a 4th with just 2 more wins. Kevin Sumlin, though, at Texas A&M, earning $5 million per season. I don't necessarily see him earning it at this point. He had the nice season with Johnny Manziel at 10-2, then an 8-4, now a 7-5. He's brought in the great recruiting classes, but he has yet to earn that $5 million per. Then you got Hugh Freeze, going from the lowly ranks of $3.15 million per season. Now the Ole Miss administration has seen fit to give him a hefty raise of $1 million plus. Hugh Freeze, starting next season, will be making $4.3 million per season. This guy hasn't won big yet, but considering where Ole Miss was just a few seasons ago, he's earned it. In 2011, under Ed Orgeron, the Rebels finished at 2-10. Enter Hugh Freeze. They finished strong down the stretch, won the Egg Bowl in 2012, finished 7-6 after blasting Pitt in the Compass Bowl 28-6. Then he had that bumper crop of a recruiting class that blew us all away. Top 5 in the country. Number 1 wide receiver, number 1 left tackle, number 1 safety, Laramie Tunsil, Laquan Treadwell. They came out of the gate in the opener in 2013. Won in the last minute in Nashville against a good Vandy team. And then took it home from there. Just 3-5 in the SEC. But it is the SEC. 8-5 after defeating Georgia in the Music City Bowl. Then this season, after another strong top 15 recruiting class, Ole Miss wins its first 7 games. They lose that LSU game when Bo Wallace had the brain freeze, as he's apt to do. They lose in Death Valley. They lose that excruciating game when they lost 2 fumbles inside the 5-yard line, and their best wide receiver, Laquan Treadwell, one of the best in the country, lose that game to Auburn, but then they finish strong after the debacle in Arkansas, 30-0. So they win the Egg Bowl, so they cap off a strong season at 9-3. They've got a premier date. This is a game that we all have to see against TCU in the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. TCU and Ole Miss should be a great one. Hugh Freeze, tons of money, as his assistants will as well. The Ole Miss administration announced that the assistant coaches, their pay increases will be in the range of 25%. So the SEC not only pays the head coaches, but the assistants are paid better than anybody else in the country. So the SEC paying like they're playing, that's about as good as it gets anywhere in college football. The SEC stays at number 1. And on top of that, at $4.3 million, Hugh Freeze will be paid $5 million salary if the Rebels get to the SEC championship game, something that they came very close to doing this season. All right, Rebel fans, got to be happy with Hugh Freeze. I don't think there's any question about it. Will he maintain this status and continue to climb the ladder in the SEC Western Division? The toughest division in college football by far. That remains to be seen. I think this is well-earned money for Hugh Freeze at this point. But with the raise comes raised expectations. Let's talk about it right here on Mark Rogers TV.